Welcome back, boxing fans. Saturday night at the BMO Stadium there in Los Angeles, there's going to be a lot of other interesting fights on the card. Isaac Pitbull Cruz is defending his title against the challenger Valenzuela. And there's also two big heavyweight bouts, and people always love the big boys. So I'm going to break those down. And one of them is sort of a crossroads heavyweight fight between two people that kind of lost their way and they're seeking to re-establish themselves. I'm talking about the former unified heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr. and big baby Jarrell Miller. If that's a fight that you want to break down, then stick around. Okay, Andy Ruiz Jr. and Jarrell Miller, there's some historical entanglement there. Years ago, in Madison Square Garden, Jarrell Miller was scheduled to challenge unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. But then he spectacularly popped positive for a couple of substances, and in came as a late substitute Andy Ruiz. And everything is history now. Ruiz had his Buster Douglas moment, got off a canvas, sprung a massive upset to stop Anthony Joshua and grab the titles, then put on weight, also a la Buster Douglas, and lost the title via a time decision there in the United Arab Emirates back to Joshua. And since then he's fought twice to win over Chris Arreola, and his last one was a win over the Cuban Luis Ortiz, and that was when he steps into the ring on Saturday, will be almost 2 years ago. That's the amount of inactivity. Now, against Luis Ortiz, both fighters had their moments, but Ruiz scored the knockdowns, and that got him over on the judges' cards. Now with Andy Ruiz, he's a guy, if you judge a book by its cover, it's going to end badly for you like you did in that first fight with Anthony Joshua. Not saying that's what Joshua did, but Ruiz is this rotund guy. He doesn't have a look of your modern day athlete, but he's got the hand speed. He's got all of those things going for him. He's very dangerous in the mid-range. Not only at mid-range, also on the inside, Ruiz can be very dangerous with those uppercuts, and he also has that sort of looping right hand to the top of the head that did Joshua in. So Ruiz is quick in spurts, he can hit, and he takes a punch quite well, because Luis Ortiz teed off on him and didn't do much to him. Now he had a knockdown against Arreola earlier in the fight that he won against Joshua, but he's got great recuperative abilities. He recovers well. So I don't think Jarrell Miller is going to be able to get Andy Ruiz out of there. But now we have Jarrell Miller. He served that long suspension because of the PEDs, and he came back with a couple of wins. And in his last fight, he was stopped in the last round against a streaking Daniel Dubois. He hung tough in there. The thing of Jarrell Miller, he's a very big set, thick set, heavy guy. He comes forward all the time, decent boxing skills, but also you don't have to go and look for him. And he's quite busy with his combinations. You know, has a good jab, he works you over and he keeps coming forward. And the guy that size putting pressure on you and pushing you back, that tells on a fighter eventually. Now, who is going to win here? This is a fight that I don't know, because it depends which version of each guy shows up there. I don't like the inactivity of Andy Ruiz hanging around for Deontay Wilder fight that never happened. And I don't like inactivity, but if we look at Jarrell Miller, if the fight has been inactive, his timing is going to be off. He's going to struggle to find the range maybe a little bit. But with Jarrell Miller, I don't think that's going to be a factor, because Miller, you can't miss him. He's just coming at you there like a big freight train. And so I don't think that inactivity is going to bother Andy Ruiz too much. The danger for Andy Ruiz is if he fights at that very pedestrian sort of output that he had against Luis Ortiz, and Jarrell Miller fights at his output, he could get outworked and outpointed. You know, that is the one thing. But the other thing is, can he hurt Jarrell Miller? Because Daniel Dubois was able to do it. And Ruiz is a different kind of fighter. So I'm sort of split on this fight. Guys, tell me in the comment section, who do you have winning this? Andy Ruiz or Jarrell Miller? How do they win and why do they win? leave me a comment there. I always appreciate that. Now, I've got to pick a winner here, and to me, I just think Jarrell Miller's opportunities in his career has passed him by, and I don't think he can really hurt Andy Ruiz. He's got to outwork and outslug him, and that's what Derek Chisora did the other day with Joe Joyce. But to me, I think Andy Ruiz is just slightly the better talent. He just puts his combinations together a little bit more. So the whole key is here, Andy Ruiz is going to have to suck it up. He's going to have to be in what is in shape for him, and he's going to have more of a punch output and work harder to get over here. Is he going to do that? I'm betting that Andy Ruiz will know that, and he'll have a better punch output than he'll have against Luis Ortiz, and he'll let his hands go more. And I expect Andy Ruiz to win a close, maybe a split decision, just by having the flashier shots, the quicker shots, as to the more clubbing or sort of workman-like shots of Jarrell Miller. So that's how I'm going in this fight. Tell me what you think, of course. Remember to share the content, and remember to subscribe. And there's yet another fight that we're going to break down, another heavyweight fight on the card that I think is actually way more interesting than this one. So you'll see the link there at the end card. So stick around for that one, and we'll see you soon.